The last time, in the last fight, Khabib declared retirement. Did you know about it before in advance?
Zero. I had no idea.
It happens on the octagon directly.
It happened there. He kept it inside.
Probably what somebody would do that if it is tactic. When somebody get personal and emotional, is it affected on the fight?
Yeah, if you let it get to you, it's a great effect. If you let it get to you, yes. Khabib didn't let it get to him in the wrong way. He used it in the right way. He used that energy, that anger in the right way. And we worked on that, though. It was like, okay, no. We worked on it for 2 months. Every day I would tell him, even before we went out there to fight, remember, stay calm. He's going to do this, going to do that. And, yeah. But the talking was done by Khabib on the real fight day. He was saying, let's talk now. And Conor said, it's only business. It's like, well.
It captured on the video. So, I mean, Khabib handled it very good. I mean, everybody was like, it's more than just a fighter. He's inspirational for many Indonesian. The last time, in the last fight, Khabib declared retirement. Did you know about it before in advance?
Zero. I had no idea.
It happens on the octagon directly.
It happened there. He kept it inside. I guess he had promised his mother this would be his last fight. He never told me anything. And so I was thinking, great, here we go. Now he's going to go 30, what his father wanted. Then he retired. And I'm just like, you look at him. I mean, he was in tears. He was just emotional. And who knows, at that particular time, emotions got the best of him, losing his father. I mean, that was his rock. That was his mentor. That was his love. That was everything to him, his father, So it was it's tough. I'm not his father. If he lost me, it wouldn't have been as bad as losing the father. That's tough, So, it showed. And his mother wanted him not to fight, it was too much for him. And we'll see what happens. He's supposed to meet with Dana, and Dana's supposed to try to talk him out of it. I don't know. I don't get involved in that. I'm on Team Khabib. It doesn't matter if he fights or he doesn't fight. Whatever he does, all he has to do is look to the right. I'm going to be right there with him. So in retirement, in fighting, in life, look to the right. Your coach is there.
Well, it's more than just a business. It's like, what do you call it? The loyalty. That's great.
Loyalty is number one.
Yeah. When we saw the last fight, that when he said about the retirement, everybody was like shocked because he's on the top now. He's on the top and he retired. It was like a real legend. I mean, everybody tried hard to be on top, and when he's on top, okay, I give it to him. Oh, what a legend! And then everybody would believe that he's still fit for another 2 or 3 years, probably. Another 2 or 3 years from now, we could see some fight from him if he's not retired. What about? What do you want to say about that? How many years probably if he's not retired? How many years he can be on top?
If he didn't retire, he could probably do 4 more years, good years. And also too, what the people don't know is going into this last fight camp, he came in sick. He had the mumps. The mumps, that's where the jaw is all swollen. Yeah. So he trained. He showed up September 11th. He couldn't train for 4 days when he got here. And I'm all concerned because, the fight's close. We're fighting a real super dangerous opponent. I wanted him to push the fight back, make it longer. He said, no, coach. He goes, give me till this day. If I can get back training, I'll show you. I said, okay, but if you can't get back to training, then you're going to cancel the fight and push it forward. He goes, yes, I'll do that. So he was able to work out. He worked out the first day with me. After 4 days, he worked out, and he was light. He was, okay. Second day, he did better. And we were going to work out the third day, and I asked where Khabib was, and they said he's in the hospital. And I'm like, oh, no. He got relapsed. It wasn't clear. So he was in the hospital for another 3-4 days, So here we are going ready to fight, and he spent more than 2 weeks, almost not 2 weeks, but of the 2 weeks, only 3 was spent training. The rest were in the hospital, So I'm like, oh no, we're done. You know, we're done. We can't fight like this. It's impossible. So he gets out, and I said, hey, can we push the fight back? He said, no, coach, please show me. Let me show you this Friday. I'm going to spar. And if you think I'm good sparring, we'll go. Are you deal? He goes, okay, deal. So waited till that week. He started, and we sparred on Friday. He did okay. So I said, all right, no problem. Okay, we'll go. Then we had like 3 weeks left, right? And then he spars again. He did okay. Then the next sparring he injured his toe. And I'm like, the doctor, because we had a doctor there, and his toe was injured. And he goes, oh, it's just badly sprained. I go, okay. So we're okay then. Yeah, we're okay. But he couldn't do nothing. So he took 2 days off again. And then he came back to training, but he still wasn't right in that leg. And then, you know, we went to the doctor. We found that it wasn't sprained. It was broken. He had a broken foot. So now I'm going, oh, my God. And they told him that it's not going to heal in time. It's still going to be broken by the time you fight, but it'll be a little bit healed. But we're going to give you cortisone shots to help the numbness. Well, I'm thinking, okay, fine. You still want to fight. I guess I can't stop you. So, you know, the next day he spars again with the broken foot. He did pretty good. I said, wow, okay, I like it. The plan was good. He followed the execution. So it was good. And the third sparring session, our last sparring session, he says to me, he goes, coach, he goes, my foot may be broken, but my mental is not.
Wow.
And that's when I knew. That's it. Okay, it's a wrap. That's it.
That's a wrap.
So he sparred again with Usman. And he beat Usman so bad. And then I said, oh, my God, even though he had a broken toe, he had the worst training camp ever. He looked the best he's ever looked. So let's just say he had no injuries. Everything was perfect. I don't know if he could have been any better than he was that day for that fight. He was so ready for that fight that it didn't matter. So I knew no excuses no matter what. Even if he'd lost, even with the broken toe, there wasn't going to be no excuses because he was ready to go. It didn't matter. He was ready to go, and his timing was right, and his mental was right. Everything was right. And the one thing, what happened is when he goes into the fight, I thought they were going to give him the cortisone shot, the doctor was, and I asked the guys, and see, they're hiding things from me. They don't want me to know. So I said, hey, did Khabib take the cortisone shot? I go, talk to Khabib, coach. I'm like, what do you mean talk to Khabib? So I said, Khabib, did you take the cortisone shot? He goes, no, coach. I didn't want to take it. I wanted to feel what the pain was like. If it hurt, it hurt. I was going to feel it. And I said, all right, no problem then. Let's fight. And it's too late now. You know, you can't talk about nothing. You got to fight to win. So I just said I expect you to go and perform, and I expect you to follow the plan, Father's plan, 100% Father's plan. You follow Father's plan, you win no matter what. And he goes, no, coach, I'm going to follow Father's plan. And that's what he did. He did exactly what we worked on. We did video. On the video, you will see if it ever comes out, which he has all the video where we talk about the game plan. We're executing the game plan. So people will be able to follow exactly what he did. You'll be able to see the connection that he has with me. He just solely, after the minute breaks are over, he just pays attention to me. He just looks at me. And he waits for me to get instruction. Nobody else, just me. He's always done that. He always just looks at me and, okay, coach, what do you want? Okay, am I doing right? Yes, yes. So you'll be able to see that at some point. He has all the videos, so it may come out at one point, the video before. And you'll see him limping on one foot because his foot's broken. You can tell it's very noticeable. He's limping, and he's sparring with tennis shoes on, one tennis shoe on because his foot's broken. You know, I mean, he's just, I don't know how to explain him other than I think he's the greatest fighter that's ever lived in MMA.
Before the fight, anybody knows about it? I'll probably publish on the media. No. So you keep it as a secret.
Yeah, nobody knew because if they knew, if he would have stomped on that toe, it could have been worse.
I see.
No, nobody knew. We weren't going to say nothing. No way. No,
so you guys just refill it after the fight, yeah?
After the fight, I let it out, and I didn't have to let it out because he won. And if he would have lost, I wouldn't have said nothing. I would just shut up.
Well,
you know, because he
that's
won.
good.
Well, he, you know, but like I said, in all fairness, even if he had a perfect camp, I don't know if he would have been better than the Khabib I got that night. That Khabib that night was the best I've ever seen. So it didn't matter, broken toe or not. We had a great fighter, and if Justin did win, he beat a great fighter. He didn't beat a broken foot fighter. He beat a great fighter.
Oh, he's going triangle here. He's at the triangle into the armbar. And he's trying to choke out by the middle. Oh, as Gaethje goes that shot. He's tapped.
It looks like he's tapped. Khabib Nurmagomedov. The eagle rises again.
Alhamdulillah. First of all, I want to say Alhamdulillah. God give me everything. Thank you for these guys with me and with my father more than 20 years. All my team, aka with Coach Khav, I love him so much. All my team. Thank you. Today, I want to say it was my last fight. And no way I'm gonna come here without my father. It was first time when, after what happened with my father, when UFC called me about Justin, I talked with my father, my mother, 3 days. She don't wanna I go fight without father, but I promise her it's gonna be my last fight. And if I give my word, I have to follow this. It was my last fight here. I know only one thing, what I want from UFC Tuesday. You guys have to put me on #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, because I deserve this. And UFC undisputed UFC lightweight champion, 13-0, 13 in UFC, 29 in all my pro MMA career, you know.